Hello, crafty friends. This is Rhonda from Stampin' Up. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you the final pages that I have made out of the that's funny, Make a Memory scrapbook kit. Now, I did a couple other videos on this, and I was going to come back on and make some more pages with you, but time got away from me, and I needed to get these pages done and pictures on them. So I completed the pages, and today I want to show them to you. I'm also going to show you a couple of other things that I use to put on them that are new. And I'll also show you what I have left out of this kit, because I did not use it all. So here's one of my favorite layouts. I really love this one. This is an old picture of a family reunion that I blew up and made it into a 5x7, and I love this page. I just think it is so adorable. I did not add anything extra to this page. Everything came off the kit except for these little dots, which I got out of my stash. They match the leaves and greenery so well. Love the big sunflower, and this is me right here, right there, in 1981. I think it turned out really cute. This will be going in my family reunion page. This one is of my son and my grandson. My husband and my grandson, Charlie. These are two different days, but they were just single pictures that I had, and I loved them. I just love his smile. He's getting away from wanting to bake with me, so I had to get these pictures while I could. Everything from this page also came from the kit. I did not add anything except for that twine right there. Oh, and these dots. All of the dots are going to be added in because the kit didn't have any bling like that. But I thought that was a really cute page. I went around all of the pictures and the embellishments with pecan pie. Here's just a couple of cute pictures of my little Chucky where he lost his teeth. This one was a video or a picture his dad took and showed to me. And then this one, he was over at my house and he had lost both of his front teeth, and I wanted a picture, and that kid would not give me a good picture. So that's what I got, that little snarly face. But I thought the typewriter was cute for that. I didn't know what I was going to use that typewriter for. And so everything on here came from the kit except for, except for the bling. And I thought that was cute. Dear Tooth Fairy, I have lost so many teeth. I thought that was cute. This one, I did add some ephemera from one of the ephemera packs that we have in the catalog. I thought that these dog and cat, were perfect since my brother's dog was in the picture. And I tried to get him where his butt wasn't showing, but one was still there. So this was on Mother's Day, and it was Charlie's birthday the day before, and they had gone and taken him to the mall and to Legoland and the cafe with all the animals. I'll think about it. Anyway, these came from the ephemera pack. All of these did, including these little outlines. I just added them in there. Now these here came from one of the cards in this kit, one of the 4x6 cards, and I just cut those up to make them. And then this is from the Close to My Heart mini alphabet, and that is it's right here somewhere. Mini alphabet. I really like this because it is just one die. It just cuts out all of the letters all at one time, and then any extra letters that I have, I just put in a little baggie, and I just keep them in a picture holder, one of the 4x6 picture holders with different colors in them. Like these ones, I didn't have to cut any letters. I had enough letters. I just had to cut the 7 So it worked out perfect. But this is a nice die set if you don't have it. I really like it. I use it a lot. And it looks like this. I'll show you a little better. If you haven't seen it, it's just one die. The letters are right around an inch tall, so they're just a perfect size. And then it comes with these, I don't know what they're supposed to be. I don't know what those are. Some people said they're international symbols, but I don't know what they mean. And then of course you have some question mark and apostrophes and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's a nice little set if you don't have it. It's a good one to keep in your stash. So that's that page, and I like the way it turned out. I'm not usually a single page scrapbooker, but I had a lot of pictures that were just, you know, I had 1 or 2 pictures from the same day. And so the one page layouts are just perfect. This one, I went over to his house in the morning. His mom forewarned me. She said, Charlie's sleeping in the box. I'd go over and get him up for school. Or on this particular day, I'm guessing that I was bringing him home with me. And I just usually let him sleep until 9 o'clock, and then I go over and wake him up. And this is where I found him sleeping in a box, buried in his stuffed animals. Sound asleep, feet up on the edge of the box. Silly, silly kid. And then this are just 2 pictures that they took one day. We were just goofing off. He's putting Legos together here, and this one he just sat up there and posed for me. He has a horrible haircut. I let somebody else cut his hair other than the normal girl because she wasn't available. She did a terrible job. I just hated it. I couldn't wait for it to grow out. So I kind of had to document that, you know, but these are just some acrylic shapes in my stash that I thought went good with it. It's nice to use up some of that stash. And then this page here, I'm actually just going to store with this one because they're not the same day or anything. This is from 1/3 of 25, and this is 10/12 of 24, so they're not too far apart. But they're all the same colors and stuff, so I will probably just make this a double page. We'll see. We'll see where it falls in the book. But he just loves to build with his Legos. And I thought this was really cute. I just love what his creations. He just creates and creates and creates. And he has so many Legos down in our basement, you wouldn't even believe it. And they're on a bookshelf. Grandpa actually bought him a bookshelf to stash his cute little things he makes. Some more acrylic shapes from my stash. And everything else on here is from the kit, except for that circle and the twine. So I thought that turned out cute, bright. I love the colors. This one I think I was making with you last time, and I messed up the just for the just monkeying around. And I just left it because I couldn't get it off. It tore the paper, and I thought, okay, well, that just kind of goes with it, just monkeying around. So this ended up being a double page layout plus. And I told this story on the last one, so I won't go through it again, but we just have all these pictures of these monkeys, and they're all 3x4 pictures. And I put the strawberries on here because he's making a strawberry smoothie. The monkeys are making a strawberry smoothie. And then I also had so many pictures. I went through my stash and found some 3x4 cards and just put some in these little plus pockets that we had it close to my heart. And I thought that was cute. That's the finished product there. So cute, cute, cute. I love that. I love that one. Okay. I can finally get these. These been sitting on my desk, and I thought, I gotta make this video. I need to get these put away. I need my desk space. This is my Boston Orioles. Not Boston. Anyway, Orioles came up on my deck, really close to my deck. And I think I did this one. I think this was the first layout that I did. And so this is a double page layout. I won't be able to fit them both in here. And everything, again, is from the kit. I just put the flowers on there and little banners and added in some pretty little dots, and it's all from the kit. So I tell you, this kit is very versatile. There's just so much you can do with it. Now these last two double page layouts that I did, I added in some cardstock. This blue color is Journey from Close to My Heart. And these flowers, I had the stamp set out and I think I buried it under my paper. Oh, there it is. These flowers come from this new online exclusive called Charming Day. And it goes with the new paper pack called Floral Charm. And I'll show you that really quick. It's just a beautiful paper, but this is the stamp and die set. Okay, so you have your stamps, but these are standalone dies, and I just love them. So these three cut out the stamps, okay, the 3 floral stamped images. And then these 5 just cut out the leaves. Like this one right here is this leaf hanging down here. And then this big one here is this right here. And then this one here is this one here. And then there's also a rose and a rosebud. Just, oh, great set. Absolutely love it. So even though the picture, the papers, gosh, I can't talk. The leaves, the foliage that came in the kit is a little bit different color. I liked this because of the colors they're wearing. This 50th anniversary had that Journey color on the top of it. And then a couple of the people had that Journey color on their clothes. And I just thought, I think it blended in enough. So I backed the Celebrate sticker that came from the kit. I just put some little washi tape strips that were just in the kit that I hadn't used yet. Or no, these came in my Journey pack, my Journey sticker sheet. This and this and this. There was a nice sticker sheet that came with the Journey paper pack from Close to My Heart, and that's where those came from. I thought I might as well use some of those up. But I just thought it turned out cute. And then there was the other page of it, and I added a flip flap. My son on the slide at our reunion. They have this huge slide. He was 5. And so I just made another cluster with the flowers and leaves and a couple more of the little washi pieces and that cutie pie. And then, Oh Happy Day. That all came from that Journey sticker sheet. And these came from the kit. So I thought it all turned out nice together. It's 2 different colors, but I think it looks nice together. And then this one, I used the stamp set this time and the leaves. And I used that same color, Journey, because I had die cut a lot of them and I had them out. And so this big frame was in the kit. And so I thought, well, this is a day that our 100-year-old grandmother came to the reunion many years after my grandpa had passed away. And everybody was always excited to see her because she lived in Florida and she's legally blind. These pictures aren't very good, but my cousin gave to me and that's what I have. So these are all just pictures of that reunion, and these flowers here and leaves are from the Charming Day stamp set, and I just colored them in with my markers, Stampin' Blends, and everything else came from the kit. The stickers and the little journaling spot, but that's the double page layout, and I think it turned out really cute. I did my 3 little focal point there, and I really like it a lot. That's my mom right there. Oh, I found a picture afterwards of this from here. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might have to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's from this same day. So I have to figure out something to do with that. I don't know if I forgot it or it was too dark, because a lot of these are really dark. So that is the kit. And I'm going to, before I show you what's left over, I'm going to really quick show you this paper pack because it's really pretty. If you haven't seen it, it's called Floral Charm Designer Series Paper, and it's an online exclusive that just came out July 1st. So look at these beautiful colors. This is the new Timid Tiger. Isn't that pretty? So that's the back. That's a different paper here. This is, I'll show you this. This has a green backing. So it's got, let me grab the paper back here and tell you what colors these are. They are Berry Burst, so that's this color, and Blackberry Bliss, which would be the darker, and Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, which you'll see in another paper, Pretty Peacock, which will be in another paper, and Timid Tiger, which you'll see a lot of. So I really like this one. And then this is one of my favorites, and I love the color on the back. The Berry Burst I think is really pretty. This paper pack coordinates with the June paper pumpkin kit, and I haven't really used the papers on it except for the back sides, but I plan on it. This one is one of my favorites right here. I love the two together. So this is the front and back, and it's so pretty. I love Pretty Peacock anyway. It's such a pretty color. Really, really like that one. Here's that other piece, and that had the pink on it. And then this one, I think is just so nice for fall. Isn't that beautiful? And then the back of it is that orange, which I love. I love this piece of paper too. It's one of my favorites. I love them all. There's that one again with the green on the back. And then you have the blue. This is the Night of Navy one. And then that, here, let me grab out so you can see. I just love this muted back sides. They're so pretty. Isn't that one beautiful? Just love these colors. Love all of the colors. And then look at this one with the Blackberry Bliss. Is one of my very favorite Stampin' Up! Colors. I just think it's gorgeous. So I'm looking really forward to playing with this paper pack, and I'm hoping I can find some pictures so I can make some layouts. Hey, really quick here, I'll show you what I did. I added in a few things in my paper pumpkin kit. This June kit came with the Pretty Peacock, but I added in the Berry Burst and the Night of Navy and another stamp set. And this is the stamp set that came in it. Some nice little sentiments and then some distressed pieces. So this is the cards that it makes. And these are the envelopes that came with. I think there's some, I was thinking there were some foiled ones, but they're not. They're just all, they have the Timid Tiger on them. So these are the 3 cards that you make. This is one of the dies that come in the 3-month die set you can buy to go with your paper pumpkins. I cut all of these in gold because I wanted to add gold accents. And about every other month I have a paper pumpkin class. If you buy the paper pumpkin kit, you can come to the class for free, and I add in cardstocks and stuff like this. These are the little sequins that came in it. So I just cut all this stuff out in gold. I haven't used a lot of it. I cut out some of the leaves in blue and some of them in Pretty Peacock. And then these are the bases. So you get 3 of these. Aren't they gorgeous? And then 3 of these that are just foiled. Just little foiled spots. It's getting dark out. I think it's going to rain here pretty soon. Let me move my... Is that in my way? Nope, that's in my way. And then the last one has this pretty, I don't know what that pattern's called, but it's pretty and it's gold foiled. So then you get some labels and stuff. And then let me get down to the cards I made here. Got all kinds of extra pieces. So this is one of the cards that's in the kit. Okay, and that piece there is so unique. Where'd it go? I'm gonna find it. There it is. Okay, so this is the overlay. That's the overlay. So you start out, if you haven't seen this yet, you start out with this, and then you overlay this on top of it somehow. It fits right over the top of it somehow. So those colors shine through. Okay, and I did do that one. See, I did it just like it is. The only thing I did different is I cut the card base in half, and then I added a Timid Tiger base to it. And that's what I did on the inside. I just put a little pretty peacock blend in there, and then put the Let's Celebrate You there. I think that turned out really pretty. So then what I did is I took this, and this idea I got from Rachel Tessman on her YouTube video with this kit. I took this and I flipped it over, and I took the back side of this, because I always like to show my girls how to use the back sides when I cut them apart. And I put it on here and I stenciled it. I just used it as a stencil. And it doesn't damage the front of it at all. I used my blending brushes and I used it as a stencil. I got a couple little ones out of there, but that was it. And then I used some of these gold and the pretty peacock accent pieces, and I put the berry burst paper behind the rose. So I think that turned out really pretty. And then I put it on a pretty peacock base, and I used that really pretty orange pattern paper for the layer, and then the rest of it is right here. I cut out my little label, and then I put one of the gold roses in there. I think it's so pretty. I don't know. I like them both. I like them both just the same. They're beautiful. Okay, and the next one, I'm trying to show you what they're supposed to look like. Okay, here's the one that's supposed to look like. Again, I cut the base in two. I stamped the leaves here. Like I said, this is almost exactly the way they wanted to make it. These little hexagon shapes are from the Totally Turtle set. You can buy them. They're shades of green hexagons is what it's called. I thought they matched really nice, so I stuck those on there. I didn't want to use the gold sequins because the only other gold on here was that. So this card is basically the way they wanted it, except for the layer of pretty peacock and the bling. I haven't done the inside of that one yet. Then I got this idea from, what's her name? Laura Secchi, I think. She's on the, she's a demonstrator too, and she did this card. So basically you make a gatefold card, and then you cut down your gates to 1.5 inches, I think I did. And then I took the long piece, which is this piece here, and I popped that up. I put some of the leaves that I had cut out right here. I took some of those and I put them on the sides along with some of the gold. I did them gold over there too. I used the little sentiment spot that they give you, stamp that there, put some of the gold sequins on there. I ran these pieces on top because I used the back side of this. I used the back side of it. I cut down 2 strips and I ran them through an embossing folder, which this one came out with the set in the last online exclusive. But I ran them through this embossing folder just to give it some texture. This is called the Pressed Flowers embossing folder. It's really pretty, but I thought that gave it a nice texture there. And then I just put a piece of Night of Navy on the inside. And I think what I'm going to do for the sentiment on this is I'm just going to put a strip of white here and a strip of white here. And then just do the to and from and a little sentiment down here. Okay, now this one, this piece, I don't know. I'm on the fence whether I like this card or not. This is the card they did. I'm trying to find the piece to it. There it is. So you get this big piece here. And they use the whole piece. You get this big piece. And you just laid on top of the base, which was this base here. Cut it in half, put it on white cardstock, put a piece of, you know, this was just in my scraps. It's an old Stampin' Up! Color. I don't even know what it is, but it matched good enough. It's not Berry Burst, but it matched good enough. I thought it looked pretty in there. Stamped a couple of the stamps on here. I put one of my leaves that I cut out and then put a little color on the spot and just glued that down. And I wish that I would have maybe popped this up. But it's okay. It's okay the way it is. And then I used some of the gems that come with this Charming Days set. They're called Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. And they're beautiful. Night of Navy, Berry Burst, and Petal Pink. Oh, they're so gorgeous. I used the Berry Burst ones. So I really like that. Now, my card I made, I thought that card, that pretty base needed to pop up. So I made a Z-fold card. And I used the back side of one of the papers, the one that has the pink. Here it is. This is the front, this is the back. I used the back side of it and put it under there. I was going to just use a piece of Berry Burst, but it was too dark. I wanted it a little bit more muted, so I just used that and made one of the gold leaf ones. And the little ribbon that comes with the new Halloween kit has this shimmer ribbon. And it's Berry Burst. So I used a piece of that. I needed something behind the happy birthday. And so I just put a piece of ribbon. I tried making a bow and I just didn't like it. So I just put a piece of ribbon behind it. And then on here, I took the two stamps, the leaves and the floral, and I just stamped them. You see how muted they are? That's not second generation. That's just how they are. And so I made my own little piece of paper there, which I love, and layered it with Berry Burst. Got this out of my stash, close to my heart, or I mean a Stampin' Up! Set, and just put that there, and so it doesn't show. And so this is just open, and I really like that. This is my favorite, I think. I love this card. And so that's the 3 cards that I made so far. Well, there's 6 cards, but 3 alternatives. And I really like them all. I think they're really pretty. I'm not done yet. I'm going to do some more creating before my little workshop next week. And it'll be fun. So I'm glad I could show this to you. It's really pretty. If you're a Paper Pumpkin member, you can go on there and get the refill for this kit. I ordered it today, actually. It's really nice. You just get the pieces and parts. You don't get the stamping spot or the stamp. So it's really nice to have extras, and I already ordered it. I almost always order the refill because I like to do scrapbook pages with them, too. Oops, I got some more here to put away. So I was going to show you what was left in my kit here, but I've already gone 29 minutes, and there's not a lot left in my kit. There's so many pieces in here. I'm just trying to get this out of my way here. There. And I will make that all fit in that box in a minute. And then I'll get my paper pack out of the way. And then what's left in my little kit from the Make a Memory scrapbook kit are just a few cards. I just couldn't find a home for them, but trust me, I will use them. Actually, there's quite a few cards. So look at all that. You can use on scrapbook pages, or you can use these on backgrounds for cards. There's another one. That'd be really cute for a card. Here's one that I had cut in half. I got some labels, some roses. I have quite a few of the foliage pieces left. A lot of my pictures were of my grandson and they just didn't fit. I have just bits and pieces. Not a lot left, but it's definitely enough here to make a lot more stuff. There's a tag. There's a few of the embellishments or the ephemera. I have all my yellow stuff left to make a lemon page, which I'm really going to do, and I'm going to make that really cute. I have an idea. So you can see that there's not a ton left. Definitely could kick out a couple more scrapbook pages. So how many scrapbook pages did I get? Let's see. We'll do single pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 12 by 12 scrapbook pages out of a kit that I believe cost $34.95. You can't go wrong with that. And I only used a couple of white bases. I mostly used the papers. So if you use some white bases, you could really, really stretch this kit. Probably to 24, I would think. So I hope you guys all are enjoying the hot, muggy weather if you're in Michigan. I will see you very soon here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. Bye-bye.